and welcome to Between Plays Under 5 Minutes. Before we get to the under 5 minute aspect, I just wanted to wish everyone happy holidays. Yeah, depending on where you are, there's lockdowns and stuff like that, just because of this coronavirus. And our next video is going to be on vaccines and the coronavirus. We're just going to talk about those two subjects. That all being said, let's hope that the new year, 2021, is going to be positive. And basically, the under 5 minutes is starting now. All right, so I looked at Gevo, and we've been looking at a whole bunch of other companies. And with Gevo, I was saying to myself, why would anybody want to get into a company where you're looking at biofuels, where we're going to be putting into vehicles? Because vehicles, we already know that Tesla, there's Teslas everywhere now. I look at my area, I look all over the place, there's Teslas everywhere. And if you look at the history of the traction that Tesla is having over the last 2 years, is just phenomenal. And we're looking at electric vehicles, and that's where we're going. I mean, look at Neo vehicles, look at XPeng, look at Li Auto, look at BYD, look at just look across the board. Polestar, it doesn't matter, Lordstown. You just go and look, it's incredible. The EV market's massive. So I'm going, why are we looking at this? This isn't attractive. But my friends were like, can you just go take a look at it? And I was like, okay, fine. I'm gonna go take a look at it. After doing the research on the company, I mean, you're looking at a company that's right now they have this a wind farm to be able to get their needs. They're working with farmers to get the biomass and everything that they need from 1 gallon of through 1 gallon of biomass, or of the product that they need, they can sequester 2 pounds of carbon, and they can create 10 pounds of feed for animals, high protein. And the aviation industry is really looking into this. They have a lot of contacts with the aviation industry. Alaska Airlines, United is looking at the bio. And now I'm going, wait a minute here. This is huge, because even though you're looking at the EV market, all right, and I don't see it, for just cars. But I've always asked myself, well, what are the airlines going to do? Because we have UN regulations, we have all different types of regulations. 2020, a lot of people, China, they're trying to get into 2025, 2030, 2035. But by 2050, UN, European, there's a lot of the world is going for 2050 to be net carbon zero emissions. So I'm going, wow, what are we going to do with the aviation industry? We're going to put a God knows how many pounds of lithium-ion battery. How are we going to hydrogen fuel cells? What are we going to do? And after looking at this, with Gevo, it's basically saying that when you're using their the SAF that they have, a sustainable aviation fuel, you're looking at bringing down net emissions drastically. There's even stuff saying that 100% reduction in GHG or something. And I'm just going, wow, this is absolutely insane. This is what the aviation industry needs. When you look across the board, they're looking into the biofuels, especially. And when you look at Gevo, they have a whole system. So here, for every gallon SAF produced, Gevo also produces 10 pounds of protein that goes into the food supply chain, can sequester up to 2 pounds of carbon dioxide as carbon into the soil, making it one of the only renewable jet fuel producers to produce both food and fuel while sequestering carbon dioxide and lowering the GHG emissions as compared to traditional fossil-based jet fuel. So in addition to adding food back into the food chain, Gevo will also be more transparent with its sustainability practices by utilizing blockchain. United Airlines, which pledged to include SAF in reducing their greenhouse gas emissions by 2050. So Gevo options for a site for expansion project. And United, that's talking about, they're going towards this way. So we're going to be putting in an amount that we can afford to lose, because it's still speculative in a sense that we're looking towards the future. So we're making a guesstimation, I call it. It's an estimation, but you're guessing, but it's based off of research, right? So we're going to make a play, speculative but bullish at the same time, based off of past, where the future is going, and it's going to be an amount that we can afford to lose. We want to get in there before the institutional buyers. if the institutional buyers are going to be looking at this stock and saying, we see that also, and we're going to get in there. It's on the Nasdaqs, and with the amount of aviation industries looking into it, it's very attractive. I don't see something else coming in to be able to replace this in the aviation industry to bring down this the net carbons. And when you're looking at Norway and all these other Scandinavian countries looking at sustainable aviation fuel and this looks like a strong play. So what we could afford to lose, that's where we're going in. This is, of course, our play. You guys do your due diligence, do your research, and of course, as we always say over here, research, prepare, plan, all right, and execute, and stay strong.